This video from UWGB Libraries will show you how to find articles and search at UW. First, we need to navigate to the library website by clicking on Libraries on the UWGB homepage. Search at UW is the main green search box on the library homepage. It searches across multiple databases at once, which is why it can be a great place to start searching for articles. I'm going to search animal therapy dogs and see what shows up in my results. Once on the result page, you can use filters on the left side to help limit your results. To limit to articles, select Articles Limiter under Resource Type. If your instructor is requiring you to use a peer-reviewed article for your assignment, you can also further filter your results by selecting the peer-reviewed limiter under Show Only filter. You will notice a purple peer-reviewed icon on the result page as well, indicating that this source appears in a peer-reviewed journal. By using this filter, it will display all results related to your search that appear in peer-reviewed journals. This does not mean your results will automatically qualify as peer-reviewed research your instructor is looking for. There are things like book reviews, editorials, and letters to the editor that appear in peer-reviewed journals, but do not qualify as the peer-reviewed research your instructor is looking for. This is why it's important to always evaluate your source and not simply rely on filters. For more information about peer-reviewed sources, check out our peer-reviewed sources video. Another popular filter you can use is the date limiter. This can be really helpful if you want to make sure you get more current research, or maybe you are looking for something from a specific time period. You could also look for ideas of how to narrow your topic by using the topic limiter. If your Spanish class is requiring sources in Spanish, you could use the language filter to limit results to just Spanish. You could also be researching a country where you don't know the language they speak, so you could use this limiter to get results only in English. Once you find an article you want to view, click on its title. On this page, it can be helpful to scroll down to the Details section, where you can find a summary or abstract providing more information about the contents of the article. Another useful tool on the screen is the permalink button. If you want to come back to this article later, copy the permalink. It will take you directly back to this page and won't expire and stop working the way the URL in the address bar sometimes does. Always look for a permalink when you want to save an article. If you want to view the full text of the articles, look under View It, and you will be provided with a link to a database where you can view the article. If on campus, you may be prompted to log in with your UWGB credentials. Each database is different, so the Download PDF option might not be in the same place. Look around, and if you can't locate what you need, that would be a great time to ask a librarian. Once you are able to view the full text, you can download and save the article from here. It may be in a different location depending on the browser you're using. If you have a specific article in mind you are looking for, or your results don't seem to be matching what you're looking for, try clicking on the Expand My Search option in Search at UW. This extends your search to online resources outside UWGB libraries related to your search that you can request. Here's the article I was looking for. It came up as the first result after clicking Expand My Search. After clicking on the article, I got a message under Get It that says, "This item is not available at your library." This just means we don't have immediate access to the article, but we can request the item for you from another library. This is a free service for you. Requests typically take 1 to 3 business days, but can be a lot faster, sometimes even the day of the request. This is why it's important to get your research done ahead of time so you have plenty of time to request the items you need. To place the request, all you need to do is click on the We Can Get It To You for Free link under the Get It section. After you log in, there will be a form already filled out for you to place your request. All you need to do is click Submit at the bottom of the form. You will be notified via email when the article is ready for you to view electronically. Because Search at UW searches across multiple databases at once, you will be getting results from a variety of perspectives and disciplines. This can be great as you start the research process. As you begin to develop your topic more, or are having trouble finding narrow enough results in Search at UW, that might be a good point to stop and switch to searching directly in a subject database with more discipline-specific content. For more information on searching in databases, please see our video on this. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any questions about finding articles in Search at UW, please contact a librarian by visiting our research help page.